Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Hey, Jordy, did you know that we're on other platforms too?
Really, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and if you would like to talk to us, Discord and Reddit.
Yeah, and if you're watching on YouTube, you should subscribe too. Thank you. I pressed M, Jordy.
I know. We'll press M again.
It's Eminem.
Hey everyone. Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
I was just saying if I seem loopy on this episode, it's because I'm taking a different medication, so...
You weren't just saying that.
I was.
They have no proof of that.
Why would I say it if I didn't already say it?
Because you're a fucking liar.
What? What? Okay, I want you to... What would
Tom's on drugs.
I am. That's just a fact. I have to be. My body is literally broken. I have to be on drugs.
My body's literally broken.
Or else it literally is.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't laugh about it. It's probably fucking
thanks,
horrible.
Dude.
Sorry.
Oh, wow.
The way you said it was funny. I know.
Your spine is broken.
Oh,
You fucking asshole.
It's just the way you said it that was funny.
It's just how you say about your discontent and like constant pain is funny. Just the way you say how much pain you're in is funny.
Welcome to Split View, everyone. Okay. My name's Jordan. Opposite me is Tom. Okay. I haven't introduced us ever in the past, 4 months.
You said ever, and then you said in the past.
In the past 4 months, take out the ever.
Doing a bit of an and or an XOR on that, are you?
What? What?
Okay.
What? I'm not even on drugs.
Because I feel a bit loopy, I wanted this episode to be short because I do genuinely feel this.
Okay, fair enough.
So, Jordy, games of the year. We didn't talk about that.
Games of the year?
We didn't really play much games. Well, I didn't, at least.
I certainly didn't play many games.
Thinking about a lot of games I want to make and or play.
But are any of them game of the year?
I don't know.
Because you haven't made them yet.
No. They exist on a notebook which I lose every now and then find and then read again. Well, that's not good.
Maybe I'll steal it and I'll make those games, dude.
Yeah.
It'll just take me 20 years.
Filled with engine architecture documents. What I mean, I'm guessing you'd probably say Ghost of Tsushima is one of your contenders. Did you like that game?
Oh, dude, I platinumed that game.
Nice.
I have all the I have 100% of that game.
Did you get PlayStation trophies?
I got PlayStation Platinum trophy for that game, dude.
You can be on the tester.
And I was thoroughly impressed with that game. Yeah, you know what? I thought you were talking when you said game of the year. I thought we were going to go through the fucking IGN list or some shit. No, yeah, that would be either that or Half-Life Alyx.
I was going to say Half-Life Alyx is mine because even though I mean it's hard to play. Obviously, there's big barrier to entry, especially if you pain sufferer or just a regular person who's not an athlete. Then it's fucking hard to play, but. I mean, it's amazing. I literally, even though I've played it a couple of weeks ago, I started playing it again. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
This is just a game that is amazing.
Can I just preface that you really don't have to be an athlete to play? Because I don't think you can clarify either of us as athletes.
More than an hour-long session or two. It gets tiring,
it
does.
Yeah. There is and also there's this at least $600 piece of kit you need to buy to also play it.
It's getting cheaper.
It is getting cheaper.
But, fuck. I played Half-Life Alyx and I was like, this is Games 2.0. Because it really is. It really is Games 2.0.
You can't get any more fucking future of gaming than literally being in the fucking game.
This is Game 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
But I think Half-Life 3 is going to probably be flat screen, which is okay.
Is it?
Yeah, well, I don't know, because, I mean, spoilers for people who haven't played Half-Life Alyx.
The game that came out nearly a year ago now.
No, March 23rd.
Yeah, that's nearly a year. It's January.
You said May.
Oh, sorry. But either way, I'm still right.
I don't... Okay. Yeah, because it's over 6 months ago. That means it's more than a year ago.
Yeah, but whatever.
Almost a year ago.
You wanted to make this one quick.
Yeah, these are my preamble things.
Okay.
I fucking forget what I was going to say because my brain hurts.
You were saying that there was
Half-Life 3, because
spoilers.
At the end of Half-Life Alyx... Spoiler, this is not even a meme anymore. Half-Life 3 confirmed because it literally was confirmed. Did you play through the end credits?
Oh, yeah.
You fucking, well, yeah, we watched them as well. You literally get handed the crowbar, passing the torch.
Yeah, I think it'll be VR, dude. I don't think it's going to be flat screen. I mean, why would you pick up the crowbar in VR and then they go, nope, this one's flat?
Because it'd be kind of fucking weird if it just suddenly transitioned to flat screen and then made you play it with mouse and keyboard at the end of Half-Life Alyx, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be strange?
Yes, but wouldn't they could have just teased that with a Like just a cutscene.
You sit down in the hangar with the helicopter, and a big projector screen falls down, and you watch a clip.
Do you know, I would totally fucking do that. Like VR cinema shit. I've
You can
never
just
actually.
do that.
I know I can, but I've never actually done it yet. But like, I think that would be fun as fuck.
I like half told a story a couple episodes ago about how when I was moving to this house, I set up my VR setup in my room, and I just fell asleep in VR in a Plex cinema, and I woke up very confused.
As I'm sure you would.
Yeah, because after a while you just kind of forget. But I mean, VR headsets aren't at the point where it's like comfortable, like because of FOV and all that. You can still do it. Like if it's a show you've watched before, it's great because you can just watch it with a bunch of other random people in voice chat.
Yeah,
that's a great experience.
Yeah,
in big screen at least. But
it's kind of the equivalent of like strapping a small dog's worth of weight to your face. So I don't really know how you slept with that. I would never be able to sleep with that.
Because I was lying down.
Yes, that's how you sleep usually.
Well, do you remember? I think the reason why is because I feel more comfortable with headphones on. That's what I was saying. Like, I feel sleepy if I'm in a bed with headphones on. So for that especially, it's like I just felt tired.
Man, it's a shame you don't like ASMR because then you wouldn't have insomnia anymore.
Okay. Yeah. What the fuck? Oh, right. I wrote something in here that very confused me. It said, "It feels like I haven't seen you since last year."
Oh, nice.
Because that was my preamble topic.
Yeah, someone had to do it, and I was that person at work. I had to do that. You can't not do that.
How many times have you wrote 2020 instead of 2021?
None, because I was glad to see the back of it, and I was excited to see 2020.
I saw so many documents at work yesterday with 2020 on them, and I on one of them I felt like a fucking asshole. I circled it and then wrote ha 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 on there.
That is a bit of an asshole move, so I am gonna have to agree with you, but it is also funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Being an asshole is funny. Everyone should be one.
I got a smart clock today, Jordy.
You did, and I just had a look at it before, and it's very neat.
Yeah, I think this might be one of the most useful smart devices that isn't a little speaker that sometimes trips when you don't want it to.
Yeah.
Although this one does trip because apparently the noise can just randomly align itself into a way that Google thinks it's Hey Google. Is that wacky? Like, just the noise that the microphone picks up can sometimes form a sequence that triggers it to think it's someone said Bode Google.
That's probably something they should have ironed out.
That's like
somehow.
monkeys in a typewriter.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Like,
it just happened.
You would have thought they would have tried to have tested that because that's like the one thing you don't want it.
It happens all the time.
Just in the middle of the night, like you finally get to sleep because you know you're insomniac. You finally made it to sleep. Then he goes, "I'm sorry, I don't know what you meant."
Well, there are nighttime modes, but I thought you were gonna say it just like the fucking Big Bang particles aligned perfectly where it thought you said, "Hey Google, play very loud bass boosted alarm sounds 24 hours." Like the noise just happened to form that sequence where
Play 10-hour penis music loop.
Yeah, I mean that's theoretically possible. It's just not very unlikely. I mean, the thing is, it happens all the time. Like in my garage, I have a Google Home Mini.
Yeah.
I think it's a Nest Mini.
Yeah,
I get confused, But there's still Home Minis. They still sell those.
Yeah.
But it'll just go off randomly. Literally just randomly.
Yeah.
Even if it's people cough and it goes off.
I've witnessed a few very, very strange times where it's tripped.
Like
and
it's too sensitive.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. They actually gave you an option because fucking no one says okay Google. No one says that. Everyone says hey Google. You know what I mean? Okay Google is the worst fucking way of saying that.
Yeah, I was trying to think if I did that.
That's how they want you to say it. Okay Google.
Yeah.
No, you say hey Google. That's why Alexa is like technically easier because it's like Alexa.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, people listening with loudspeakers.
Hey Siri. Hey Google. Alexa.
Yep.
There you go. That's
Xbox off.
Oh my Siri. Shut up, Siri.
PlayStation on.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Oh,
there was a fly here. Sorry, everyone.
What if you just fucking knocked the cable out of the interface?
Then I would have been very upset. Also, have a look here.
What? Oh, right. Yeah.
Tom printed my face and his face. Actually, he printed my face twice. Here's me again.
That's your entire
body. I like
body.
this one better.
My one came out really fucking
Yours
well.
just, like, actually is just you. But
I mean,
small.
it is.
Yeah.
But it's so good that Google Photos recognized it as me.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I was messing around in Google Photos and I came up with a bunch of like thought pieces that I thought would be cool to talk about.
Thought pieces?
Yeah, like little inklings of like questions I had which can be concerning about it. So
Okay.
I don't know how it works on iPhone, but do you use Google Photos to add things to the album on your home
Yes.
Macs?
Yes.
You know how it tags faces, right? Mm-hmm. Like, the thing about that, you have to say what their names are, and you have to, like, say, yes, this is this person and that, right?
No.
Yeah, that's kind of good, because I was thinking about that. For me, it made me do that, but there's no reason why it can't just automatically say, hey, this is Tom.
I was going to say, yeah, because mine just, like, one day said, Ryan, Tom, Jordy, and then I was like...
Because think about how many photos people you put into Google Photos say that's them, and then that data just lives somewhere.
Yeah.
Google decides not to do that, but apparently it did for you. Like, they decide not to do that as a show of how not creepy they are. Because they could do that.
Yeah.
You could take a photo of a crowd of people, put it into Google Photos, and theoretically you could pick out almost every single person in that photo.
Yeah, I was so trustworthy of it that I didn't even realize until like probably like a year or two into using Google Photos that I was like, wait, I never entered this.
It just IDs people.
Yeah.
It literally just does that.
And pretty damn well.
Like insanely
pretty damn fucking well.
I was sending screenshots of Jordy. It literally IDs his like Discord profile picture, like tiny ass face. It'll literally be like, oh, this is Jordy. It can do cats and animals.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Except it can't tell the difference between my 3 black cats that I take photos of, even though one is missing a fucking arm. It can't tell.
If it actually could, that would just be scary. Because I don't even know how the fuck it would begin to do that.
It can somewhat tell the difference between my black Bombay cat Max and my sister's black Bombay, because one of them has like a wider face, but only sometimes. But what I was kind of getting on is that Google could do this. Google, like, law enforcement theoretically could ask Google to ID anyone in a photo, and it just could do that.
Yeah.
Because think of how much sets of data, how many photos have been tagged. Google has the best photo recognition database in the world.
There would just be way too many fucking privacy laws in the way.
Yeah, that's why they don't, but they could.
Yeah,
and they do that on a small scale with your own like photo album.
Because see, the thing, like, if I'm thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
Many, shall we say, older people would be scared by this thought, but I wouldn't care. Like, if I had photos,
you wouldn't care until it starts affecting your life.
Okay, but if it starts affecting my life, it's because I'm going around thieving or something, and I'm the one being identified.
But we all do small crimes that aren't punished because it's not worth punishing them.
Yeah, and then they still wouldn't be punished.
They would if it would be effortless to punish them. Just ID someone from a photo and then charge their bank account with a fine.
You mean like I stole like an apple from a store and like the cameras
or
there
you
ID'd
downloaded
me?
an MP3 online and then they found out, and then because they could verify it's you at the computer and did that based on your fucking algorithmic mouse movements and shit, and you would sign in with Google.
Yeah.
The thing is, no one would pursue that unless you were torrenting and distributing, because it's just not worth it. But if it was so easy to like punish that, they just would.
I don't think that's true.
I think it absolutely is true.
Because the
only reason why they don't go after everyone downloading a single MP3 is because it would take too long, and it's basically impossible to verify that. But the more and more algorithms they develop, like what I was saying just then, you can literally identify someone using a computer by how they move their mouse.
Yeah.
That is a real thing they can do.
Mine would just be like, oh, he's missed the X 4 times. It's definitely him.
Not even that. Just literally moving the mouse in a single line, they can tell, because how fast you start, how fast you accelerate, how fast you stop, how quickly you move it physically.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
What your natural angle is. You know, like I would be different since I'm left-handed, so I'm less precise with my right hand. It'd be a weird deviation.
And then they know if you're like a fucking elite CSGO gamer and have your keyboard on the side and all that shit.
Yeah. The thing is, if these systems were built up and in use, it would be so easy. Literally, it would be automatic. And if it's automatic and it can like make them money, because surprise, police want to make money for the government.
I don't think
Why
they want to
wouldn't they
make
do
money
that?
for the government. They want to make...
What a random ass bullshit traffic fines and red light cameras.
It's because they have to meet a quota that the government sets.
Why do they have to meet the quota?
So they can get paid.
Exactly.
Otherwise, they get... It's not like they're on commission, though. They're not like they have to go out and... They have to do that because their boss, who is in the government,
it might as well be commission.
You need to do this or you're fucking fired.
Quota basically is commission because you still have a goal to meet to be paid. If you don't...
Not quite, because you're not getting a bonus for it.
It's the same income, same outcome. If you don't ticket enough people, you won't get paid money.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's just an abstraction. But obviously there are local laws and different kind of shit. But the thing is, these systems can be used in other ways anyway. It's not a smart idea just to have these systems built out ready to go for whatever the people want them to use.
It just makes me think of YouTube and how they have all the automatic algorithms on that. Because it would not work 100% of the time. And in YouTube's case, it barely fucking works.
Sometimes it's too accurate and it flags people for a sound in a background of video that somewhat sounds similar.
Exactly.
Because the algorithm is so good at identifying that pattern that it gets it wrong.
Because, I might have a fucking doppelganger in some other country.
Yeah.
And
you likely do.
Exactly.
It's a pretty high chance.
And I would love to meet that guy. Wherever he is. If you look exactly like me, try and find me, but not too much, because that's kind of creepy. Message me on Twitter, and I'll probably won't read it.
I was expecting Google to step out and be like, oh, we can help with coronavirus tracing, and that's their in to selling their services. Being like, oh, you can give us photos of places where people have visited, and we can tell you who they are, and general info, and then that slowly gets more accepted into them literally selling their Face ID services.
It's always 1 foot in, isn't it?
Yeah, that's literally I was expecting them to do that, and I guess we haven't heard anything about Facebook not doing that. So
I'm pretty certain that there is stuff like this.
There absolutely is. Police recently got into I think in America a lot of shit for literally just illegally using some third-party database when their laws explicitly stated that you can't use non-fucking what is it called when something's not available to the public?
That you can't use consumer shit for it or whatever.
What the fuck? Non-confidential information. It hadn't been released.
Yeah.
There was no it's some weird.
If it hasn't been released, then it's confidential.
It's a law that's written in a way where it's a good law. You want that law because you don't want the police being able to just use supernatural powers to fucking ID you and arrest you. So
truth be told, there are so many movies with this premise, right? I don't see it ever coming to that, because
at least publicly, this shit is happening in just CIA, FBI kind of shit. That's not even a conspiracy.
But if the laws don't change, then that's inadmissible.
There's nothing stopping the FBI from gathering a bunch of their own photos, curating them, and then using them without disclosing that.
And then when it comes to the court, though,
what the thing is, they can use that as a lead, and then gain the evidence to show how they found them in the first place without ever disclosing the fact that they used Face ID.
That still wouldn't matter, though, because once you
if it's not talked about, if it literally was not discussed, this is a secret thing, they use it to start a lead, never use any of the Face ID evidence, but get enough we saw that guy at a coffee shop.
Yeah, I'm sure that's probably actually happened.
I'm sure it's absolutely happening.
There's a law which states that if any piece of evidence is gained illegally in any way, then the whole thing is inadmissible, or that piece of evidence. And if in this case they used a face tracking software, which is illegal, to even investigate, I would imagine the entire thing would be completely inadmissible, and they wouldn't even be able to charge you.
Well, evidence.
But if they made it up, then you're right.
Evidence submitted to discovery and all that, they pick and choose what they want to show. Even if they have evidence for
absolutely.
their favor, they won't put it in because of some weird fucking legal play shit. But
there is a dark place for what goes on in a courtroom, man.
The thing about this is that I know some people listening to this be like, but they're catching the bad guys. It's not always.
No, not always.
There's no reason why they can't just paint someone as the bad guy. Look what fucking happened to Edward Snowden and shit. They're making him out to be a fucking evil megamind terrorist dude because he exposed that the FBI and NSA were doing bad shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason why they have to use this shit for good.
No.
Or they could just literally get it wrong. They could just literally make a mistake, and then fucking some guy gets sent to, like, Guantanamo Rape Bay for, like, the rest of his life.
And
you can't say that's not accurate.
Well, I mean, I can.
Yeah.
But it probably is accurate.
Yeah.
But it's one of these things where I really hope that there isn't a day in my lifetime where I see this happen, because as soon as this
you won't see it happen, Jordy.
Well,
it'll just happen.
Again, you're not wrong. But I truly hope that our legal system doesn't get to a point where we allow just blatant like this to happen, because it's a violation of public trust. It's a scary
of privacy,
fucking dystopian future thing that should not happen.
Free will, like, it's just a slippery slope to like everything being controlled.
I'm sure we might have actually talked about this.
We talked about it in one of the first couple, because
it was episode 2. I
talked about gate recognition, that kind of a shit.
That was episode 2.
Yeah, but I didn't go this in depth in like legal kind of matters and Face ID shit.
And I think what I said then, all the way back then, which was 2019 now, 2021 now. It's kind of wacky to me.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to think about.
Was that it would need to be 100% flawless perfect before they could ever use it, and that's impossible.
Yeah.
It's just impossible. Because you can't run a legal system on something that can be wrong sometimes.
Jordy, did you know Sisyphus watched a donkey eat figs and laugh so hard that he died?
What?
Hey Google, who is Sisyphus?
Is he a philosopher or something? That's a Greek name by the sounds of it?
That's a Greek one, but I might be pronouncing it wrong. Chrysippus.
Hang on, let me have a look at that.
Chrysippus? I don't even know if I spelt it correctly. You gonna see my notes, dude? Down the bottom-ish.
Chrysippus? Yeah. Chrysippus or Sisyphus? Yeah.
Before I had my next topic kind of lined up, I was going to talk about weird shit that happened that may or may not be false.
Okay.
I thought that was too funny to delete. That's just a recognized death of like a famous philosopher. That he literally he watched a donkey eat figs and thought it was so funny that he died.
That is hilarious to me.
And the quote from him is like, "Oh, give the donkey some ale," and then he dies. Sorry.
Well, I can't blame the man. That shit sounds funny.
Yeah.
That sounds hilarious. That's a good day right there.
Apparently the donkey was just eating from a tree. It's not like people are hand feeding. He literally just spotted a donkey eating figs from a tree and then laughed himself to fucking death.
That's probably how I'll go.
Sorry.
At one of my own jokes, likely.
Dressed up in a toga as well.
When I'm like, I don't know what age I'll make it to, probably 45 or some shit, the rate I'm going.
Weirdly
and
specific.
In my old age, and I'm just at 45 in my old age, in my chair going, telling some shit fucking dad joke, and I laugh myself into a coronary or some shit.
Yes.
That's exactly, that's how I want to go.
You had a hidden deep vein for thrombosis that happened to float up.
Yeah. That is how I want to go.
That can just happen. That can happen right now.
One thing, well, hopefully we capture it. If that does happen, at least you can make some money out of it. Maybe we'll end up in a documentary or some shit.
I don't know. I don't like to think about what would happen if, like, we just recorded one of us dying. Like, I don't know what the fuck would... Like, what's the process for that? What do you do with the footage? Do you do anything with it?
I would want you to keep it if it happened to me.
What would I do with it?
Well, just be like...
Put it on fucking, like, Live Leak?
No, well, first of all, you should keep it so that people don't think you killed me. Because there's a lot of evidence on here that suggests that you might want to do that.
I don't think there is, Jordy.
No, there isn't really. But, well, I don't know. Maybe not the actual death one. I would expect... For some reason, I've thought about this too. And I would, if you died while we were doing... Not necessarily on the show.
I mean, I
would make sure that I have every single episode of this show backed up in 20,000 different places so that I could always have it.
I have it all in an M disc, so I've done part of that. I mean, we talked about, I constantly think about what's going to happen if someone has a heart attack around me or some sort of medical thing. Yeah. That's just something I do when I'm in a new place, but I don't know how to, like, expect someone just dying. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I guess you can't really... decide, try to plan what you're going to do. if someone just dies in front of you.
Give me 1 sec. I'm about to shit my pants, but I have a story about this, okay?
What?
So just mark the thing, because I am literally going to shit myself.
A story about you shitting yourself?
I have a story about death.
Okay,
We're going to get into it.
cool.
Anyway, I'm going to shit, so I'll be right back, everyone.
Criminal fines, and you can't let it happen, and you are letting it happen. Oh, you know, I mean, I'm notifying you that you're letting it happen. So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find
Is that Trump?
11,000.
You got him on the phone, dude?
780.
Let's, he sounds like fucking drunk. He's like, you guys, the machines, they moved around the internal machines of the Dominican voting machines. And the dude on the other phone's like, no, they didn't. That's criminal, and in my opinion, they did that.
If they do a toxicology on him, I am certain they will find many substances.
Yeah. Unknown drugs.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's actually producing the drug through his own skin.
He's talking about numbers nobody's seen before. I want to see those numbers, not known by science, math.
He's actually created a new number system.
Yeah, that's what he said, though.
Yeah.
He implies that he's seen numbers nobody's seen before.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Yeah, okay. I don't know if nah, we're going to leave in that beginning section at least. I fucking paused the recording because I was an idiot and I had to fucking slate again. Okay. Jordy shat himself
Yeah, I
into the
committed
toilet.
fucking war crimes on that toilet, dude. That was a heinous one.
Thanks, dude.
I still would love to know how many kilos of shit I've produced in my life.
You don't, though, since it's
do.
not a good metric.
I would love to know. Anyway.
Did you Glen 20 in my toilet?
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
Yes, I did. It's very nice smelling.
Yes.
Yes.
The Glen 20, yes.
Yes, not my actual fecal matter. That is not as nice smelling. I will give you.
I'm not even going to joke about that because that's just not cool.
Yeah, no, it's not. I forget what we were talking about.
I was talking about Sisyphus, like just fucking eating.
Oh, yeah.
Laughing himself to death. That's all I had for that. But next thing is, did you know?
No, I swear I was going to tell a story or something. I had something.
You were going to say something about You said.
Come on, mind palace it all the way back.
I know what you said. You said I have a story about that. Oh, I'm gonna shit myself. I'm totaling. Just try. Can you think about that and then rewind in your brain? Like think about things in backwards.
I think
that
I
always helps
shit
me.
the thought out.
No, you didn't.
I'll listen back to it and then I'll answer it next week
I
or
said
something.
Sisyphus watched a donkey eat figs and laughed him. Oh, and then we talked about embolisms and like deep vein thrombosis, and then I talked about how I like prepare for people having heart attacks, and then we talked about what would happen to the footage if like one of us just died and recorded it.
The thought baby is crowning.
And then and I think you had a story about something.
About being prepared for a heart attack?
I don't know. Jordy, it's your story.
Fuck, I wish I had to listen to it before we started again. Oh, whatever. Sorry, everyone. I'm really sorry. If it hits me, I'll tell you. But
we're 30-something minutes
I know
anyway.
that my best friend here is in pain, so I'm just going to power through it.
Jordy, how does MRIs work? Have you ever thought about that? How an MRI works?
Pure fucking magic, because I don't know.
You were close to saying a word. If you said pure fucking magnets, that would have been actually correct.
Magnets, yeah. Magnetism.
Magnetic resonance imagery? Magnetomical resonance imagery, I believe. It's kind of fucking crazy how these things work, right? So I have a couple of stories related to MRIs.
Okay.
So first of all, MRI, big magnet thing.
Yes.
Fun fact, MRIs are always on. You can't turn off the magnet. They are always on. So all those scenes and little skits in like movies and TV shows where they walk into the MRI room and be like, have you got any metal on you? No. And they turn on the machine, they fucking fly dick first into it because they had a metal belt. False. Completely false.
Well, there you go.
Your dick explodes the second you walk into that room because of the metals and stuff.
And it rips out your cock ring that you have.
MRIs are kind of fucking crazy though. The magnets are so strong that they force all of the protons in your body to align in one direction. Every single proton in every atom in your body aligns to a singular direction. And then the way that's useful is that they just blast a bunch of energy into your body. It causes those protons to spin out of control. And then the time that it takes for them to spin back into alignment is how dense your atoms are, like what type of atoms they are.
Would you feel that? I've never had one.
No.
I can't help but feel like if everything is being aligned and fucked with at once, that you would feel something. If you could feel that,
you would die.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like, think about an atom. You have a little like nucleus and a bunch of electrons around the exterior. The neutrons are in the center in the nucleus, and they just spin in place. They don't move around. They just spin in place. Yeah. But the thing about the magnet is that because they're always on, like they always have to be cooled and all that kind of shit. Like the actual magnet part of an MRI isn't electronic. It's literally just a permanent magnet, like you would have in like a cell phone case or like a fridge magnet. Okay. And the way they keep it like that is that they have helium running through the entire like torus.
Okay.
And the helium keeps the metal cold enough to maintain the magnets.
Right.
They have to ramp it up slowly. But the thing about this helium, there was a recent story. I say recent, 2 years ago. A fucking sysadmin, they were having a new MRI installed in their hospital, and 40 different iPhones, Apple Watches, and some MacBooks just died. Just randomly.
Whoa.
They installed this MRI, they turned it on, bunch of iPhones just died.
Wow.
Android phones were fine. Android phones were perfectly fine. Would you like to guess? Because the thing is, you hear this story and you're like, what the fuck? How the fuck? Like, iPhones only? Yeah, Apple...
Is there some weird type of battery that they were using?
Close. It's not like software.
A certain
Apple did not program something that makes iPhones explode when they get near an MRI. That's what you're saying.
It's got to be a certain component.
Yes.
That didn't agree with the magnets.
Yeah. Not the magnets. That's the funny part.
Not the magnets.
Nothing to do with magnets, since MRI rooms are shielded, and it's inverse square law. The further you get away, it's the square root of the energy. It's not like it's...
Yeah,
okay.
I'll believe you.
Because 3D, it's the difference between a bit of exponential drop off. It literally was not the magnets. That's what you think at first. Like, even the dude posted on Reddit, the person who was having to deal with this, asking for like help. He was like, "What the fuck happened?" I think maybe an EMP went off as they were installing it, which isn't that crazy.
Yeah.
Because I have another kind of little thing. I'm going to explain why the iPhone's turned off, but. The EMP thing isn't unlikely because there's another story of this dude who worked for the FAA, like Federal Airlines Association, whatever the fuck. He got called to an airport because their Doppler radars were just going all fucko wacko, like uh-oh, uh-oh, and then just weren't working. And it was periodic, and they figured out it was coming from an MRI machine like a mile away. The repair technician didn't fasten the bolt on an access panel, and it was shooting high electron like radiation beams into the airport.
Fuck.
Just the circuitry that's used to like generate the RF pulses that disrupt your atoms was literally sending like projected beams of radiation, not like ionizing, just like intense radio frequency spectrum at an airport.
Wow.
And I like to think that they like tightened the bolt and put a sticker that said, if you remove this panel, such and such airport will explode.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, someone could die. Like, if you're trying to land a plane and then like all your instrumentation just fucking breaks.
Yeah, that's pretty much the worst experience. And it's nighttime and you can't
see anything. Like, that's why it wasn't unlikely that it could be EMP energy.
Yeah.
But what it turned out, right, it was actually the helium that broke the iPhones. Like the shit you put in birthday balloons broke the iPhones. It actually turns out that an iPhone in a 2% atmosphere of helium will just break.
Okay.
Like 2%, if 2% of the air right now in this room was helium, your iPhone would not turn on. It would just turn off. Probably my phone as well, and I'll talk about that. It's possible that it would brick it if it does something weird. What is actually happening is that the helium is so small it can get into the oscillator into your phone, which controls the clock and will just jam the clock. It's called a MEMS oscillator, and it's basically the heartbeat of your phone. Like every process, you know how they talk about overclocking in computers and shit? That's an actual clock that's running. It's generating a pulse. And if that pulse stops, then your phone's not going to do anything because it doesn't have anything to time itself with. But the reason why it was only iPhones is because recently Apple adopted something called a MEMS oscillator, which is a tiny little piece of silicon that is just basically open to the air. It's like they use a laser to carve out pieces of silicon into a tuning fork that'll vibrate as a clock. And the helium is so small that it can literally get in between that tuning fork and stop. And just jam it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Isn't that a fucking wacky problem to have?
It can't be... There can't just be 2% helium in the air if it's put together properly. Can it?
Well, kind of. Like, the way that they have to... like, I was talking about they have to ramp up the thing. Like, usually there are vents attached to MRIs that will vent the gas upwards. And this happens, like... There are emergency stop buttons on MRIs, even though they aren't electronic, that'll just vent the gas. And during destruction or construction of MRIs, they have to put the gas in slowly, and some gas will be vented because helium expands to 750 times its size, like during temperature or whatever, like if it gets hotter. But since the AC in the MRI room wasn't separate from the AC of the rest of the hospital, the tiniest fraction of helium would get into the AC, recycle into the rest of the hospital, and just kill anything that was using a modern oscillator. It just so happened that iPhone were like, yeah, let's use this crazy new oscillator.
So, hang on. I think it's funny just imagining this, like, some like open heart surgery, and the doctor's like, "Doctor, hand me the scalp," and they're just like, they're getting more and more helium. So it's just like,
okay,
"Doctor,
yeah.
I'm gonna need you to hand me," and then suddenly Alvin and the Chipmunks are performing a thoracic surgery.
That's the thing, like, you wouldn't even notice, like, 2% helium is actually nothing, and because of, like, how volumes and density in air works, it doesn't have to be 2% helium forever. It can be, like, 0.1 instantaneously, and then your iPhone dies.
Wow.
Like, it just, if any amount of helium goes near an iPhone, probably my phone too, my phone probably has a MEMS oscillator in it, so it would probably kill my phone. Not this laptop, since this laptop's old. Probably not anything but our two phones.
Not even the mics?
They don't have oscillators.
Sure.
Basically, only things with a processor or a timekeeping circuitry will have an oscillator. But they'll have the old type, which are like quartz crystals, and those are sealed in a little metal container. That's why other devices weren't affected, but MEMS oscillators, to be small and cheap, are literally just a piece of silicon on the circuit board.
Right.
It's called a chip on board, or chip underboard or something. It's like shit that is like insane, crazy stuff.
Now that's something you could never plan for.
Yeah.
Like
actually, no, that's not true. GE, the people who make the MRI, and Apple knew about this problem. But when the fuck are you ever going to be in a 2% helium environment?
Yeah.
Even the people who they called up at GE, the certified technicians, say, "Oh yeah, we keep our iPhones in plastic bags." Like, you didn't fucking tell us this?
Yeah.
you made this admin freak the fuck out that, like, 40 devices in, like, a conical radius around an MRI just beef themselves. Yeah. And you're not going to put a warning saying on there, like, there needs to be a sticker on the side of the MRI saying, "We'll kill iPhone."
Yeah. Like, even just, like, one of those... Well, see, I wouldn't even know if I would notice that, because the second I get something, even when I got my car, I peeled all the stickers off without even looking at what they were.
You need, like, there's, you know how you go to gas stations, there's the no cell phone icon? You need that, but it needs to have an Apple symbol on it, on the room to the fucking MRI.
Yeah, exactly. It's, well, I mean, at least people know now, I guess, but...
I just find that fucking crazy. Like, that can just happen.
It's the equivalent of, like, Apple knowing that if you put your iPhone in a microwave, it's going to fucking explode. It's like they don't feel the need to tell you because it would never happen.
I mean, it's something crazy like Apple knowing that their batteries will wear out and then not telling you that they're going to slow down their iOS system. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
That would be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. That wouldn't cause France to, like, make a law that stirs up the entire world of fucking iPhones and shit, and even though, you know...
Yeah, but I don't think we'll ever see that happen.
No, I don't
just
think that'll happen.
Like the camera tracking stuff.
I don't think that'll conveniently make people want to upgrade to a new iPhone because their old one is slow.
Yeah. That'd be a crazy world, wouldn't it?
I'm sure Samsung does that as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's, in a way, in a disgusting way, it's good business to do that.
I would want a setting to say, hey, if my battery is kind of wearing out, slow down my phone for better battery life.
Yeah. I mean, funnily enough, the people who don't care, like, who are just fine with the same phone, probably just won't even care or notice because they barely use their phone as it is.
It got so severe that people noticed that their iPhones were slow as fuck, though.
Yeah, and they do. Like, my mum and has had older phones in the past, and they do just fucking brick. Like, everything starts to go wrong. Like, she couldn't connect to Wi-Fi, she couldn't, like, delete any storage, because it was literally full. It was like a 8
full
or 16 gig. It was,
partition,
it was literally just full of updates.
Yep. I mean, probably need a new phone anyway.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's just got a new one since, but I think she's having trouble with this one as well. I don't know. I I learned about this MRI thing a while ago, and I don't know why I thought about it now to include it, but people at the time were thinking like, oh, if you don't want to like be in a room with annoying iPhone users, just bring a singular balloon of helium. That's enough. Literally, a single balloon of helium pointed at an iPhone will kill it for at least a week. Wow. The thing is, like, it's I think 99% of the devices recovered. It just took them a day to a week. Only 1% broke because the clock happened to be doing something important, or the processor was doing some sort of, like, I don't know, flash thing. It's complicated, isn't that crazy? Like, that's you're gonna think about this now. I am now.
Like, you're gonna be at a birthday party and you're gonna see kids with the helium balloons and be like, oh shit, anyone have like glad wrap or something?
Yeah.
The thing is, that's not even crazy. Literally, if I got a helium balloon pointed at your phone, in about an hour, it would die. Wow. Even just sitting the helium balloon next to it would kill it.
So hang on, in an hour it would die, so it kind of has to like bleed out.
Well, it has to. It's like gas kind of behaves like a bouncy ball. It just kind of bounces around, and it's just random whether it will bounce specifically into the MEMS. You don't even have to puncture the balloon for this to happen, because do you know how you get a helium balloon, you keep it for a week after your birthday and it slowly deflates? Yeah. That's not the helium gas going stale, that's the helium gas going through the plastic. Yeah. So if you just put your iPhone next to a helium balloon, it would eventually just break.
I'm definitely going to be thinking about this now.
Yeah. And Apple Watch as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because think about how small they have to be. They have to use that tiny oscillator.
Yeah, I only wear it when I go to the gym or running or anything, so I guess I'm safe there. There's not many helium bandits when I go for my runs.
Nah, helium's a rare resource.
Yeah. People got to conserve that shit to huff it and sound like Alvin.
I wonder if there's been some, like, fucking FBI, CIA tactics of, like, a helium shooting gun to disable someone's phone so they can't, like, call police or some shit.
Oh, man.
Like, they want to assassinate someone, but they don't want them calling for help. So they get, like, a sniper rifle that shoots, an intense beam of helium at the phone to then disable it.
Wow. How would you even, like, know when he starts going, like... and then all of a sudden his head comes off?
I mean, realistically, you could just listen for it transmitting any kind of like cell phone ping, and then see that it stopped transferring the cell phone ping.
Though.
Yeah,
that's boring.
That's another subject of like spoofing cell phone towers. That's something that can just happen. Is kind of scary.
Yeah,
but we've gone quite a bit.
We have a bit. I was even trying to keep this one short.
I thought this would be short, but.
No, I like this episode anyway, but we'll leave it here so that Tom doesn't die in this chair.
I only feel slightly disorientated right now.
Okay, well, either way, we've got some music to make anyway. Yeah. So thank you all for tuning in again, and we'll see you all next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye now.